You keep saying you need more rest, but no matter what you do, you don't feel more rested. You tried naps, the Netflix binges, the brunches, and the spa days. You booked the vacation, but you still brought your laptop. You slept in, but your mind stayed on the whole time. You downloaded the morning routine and lit the candles. Still tired. And what makes matters worse, you feel guilty about it. That guilt is not just a bad habit, it's conditioning because we've been taught that rest is earned, not essential, and that productivity equals worth. And if you stop grinding, you might lose everything you worked for. That's internalized hustle culture, disguised as discipline. It makes you question your needs and doubt your limits and feel ashamed of your own humanity that you need to be cared for and rested. But let's zoom out. Let's look at the big picture. Rest isn't something you sprinkle on top of burnout and hope that it fixes itself. It's intention. It takes boundaries. It takes a plan because real rest, that kind that actually restores you, isn't random. It's straight up designed. And in this video, I'm walking you through how to build a rest strategy that finally works. So let's just name it. Rest is not a happenstance thing. It's not what happens when you find time. It's what happens when you make space. Most of us have never been taught how to do that. We approach rest like a backup generator, only used when we're about to shut down. But by then, climbing out of it is so much work that it feels like you never actually get out of it, that you might as well just go ahead and burn everything down. So if rest has felt like another thing to fail at, this is your sign. You're not broken. You just need a blueprint. Rest that works is built on three things. Vision, unhook from everybody else's expectations and get clear on your own version of enough, on being enough. Success, rest, and joy. You need systems, no more forcing routines that burn you out. You need these gentle structures that honor your energy, your body, your schedule, and still get things done. And then you need support. You can't do this alone, and you shouldn't even want to. You don't have to be that get it done woman, that superwoman who does it all by yourself. You need a community where you can be celebrated without needing to over-explain or shrink. Because when you have these things, it creates this. Number one, it sets you up for the intentionality for you to choose rest on purpose, not as an afterthought. And this means that identifying what kind of rest you actually need, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and planning for it, it's all easier to do. Number two, it allows you to have boundaries. You protect the space where restoration happens, and that means saying no, even when it's hard. And it means not letting guilt bulldoze your peace. And then finally, number three, it gives you a plan. When you have a plan, you have rhythms and rituals that support rest before the crash. Because rest isn't just what you do on the weekend, it's baked into your life. And that's what gets you out of this rest debt. And if you don't have a vision, you're always asking, am I doing enough? You're busy but never fulfilled. Without systems, you'll stay burnt out, anxious, and scattered, getting things done at the expense of yourself. And if you don't have support, you'll keep shrinking and overfunctioning, secretly wishing that you could burn it all down. You end up staying exhausted and unseen, even if you're successful. This is exactly why I created the Soft Life Plan framework that encompasses everything you need, the visions, the systems, and the support. I walk you through the 9 steps that teach you how to define your rest language, how to interrupt your hustle culture defaults, and how to build a rest plan that actually works for your real life. You don't need fluff and fantasy. We do practical softness, real rest, and boundaries that hold. You deserve more than stolen moments of peace. You deserve rest that fills you up, not just turns down the noise. Now, let me show you exactly what I mean. To gain vision, you're going to need 3 things. Number 1, you'll need to reset your mindset. And that's going to help you stop measuring your worth by productivity. Because when you stop tying your worth to how much you get done, you create this space to rest without guilt. The mindset shift lays the foundation for your soft life. Because real rest starts in the mind, not in your schedule. And then the next thing is to reconnect yourself. You get clear on your values and the woman you want to be known as. Burnout often disconnects you from who you are beyond the roles that you play. This step is about remembering you, your desires, your values, and joy. So you can start making decisions that align with your truth, not just your to-do list. And then we're going to map your rest. Design your soft life using your vision. Because vision without direction leads to hustle. Here, you'll design your soft life with intention using your 10-year vision so your rest, goals, and growth are all flowing in the same direction. This is where dreaming meets strategy, where you stop chasing someone else's dream and finally design your own. You'll stop feeling lost and start moving with intention. Okay, so we talked about vision. The next thing is systems. To build systems, you need to set boundaries that protect your peace. So boundaries are more than just saying no. They're about saying yes to what actually supports you so that when your energy has limits, your life gains clarity. Boundaries give your rest somewhere to live. It creates a little container for it. This is where you build your rest rituals that fill you up. Not more routines, but actual rhythms of rest. I want you to forget the rigid routines that mimic productivity. Rest rituals are sacred pauses that refill your cup daily, not just on vacations. These rhythms become your foundation for softness and sustainability. Next, you'll learn how to manage your resources, time, energy, and money without guilt or scarcity, because your time, energy, and money are not infinite, and they shouldn't be treated like they are. This step helps you to stop overspending yourself and start aligning your resources with your actual values, not the expectations from others. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making your resources work for you. You'll stop hustling and start creating a structure that supports your softness. So then the third thing, you need support and to celebrate your wins because you've done more than you actually think you did. When you stop tying your worth to how much you get done, you create space to rest without guilt and see and celebrate yourself and how great you actually are. This lays the foundation for your soft life because real rest starts in the mind, not in your schedule. And then second, you're going to plan a community so you're not doing it all alone. You were never meant to do this all alone. You don't have to be hyper independent. When you plan your life in a safe, aligned community, you get reflection, encouragement, and accountability. It turns your rest journey into this nourishing experience where you can join it with others. Then the third part is that you'll receive regularly. You're not supposed to do this solo. Allow other people to pour into you. It's not just okay to be poured into, it's actually necessary. This is where you unlearn self-sacrifice and lean into support without shame. You can still be powerful and be held. This is how we stop being that superwoman, that strong Black woman, and start being the held one. You'll stop surviving and start feeling truly supported. The women who are thriving, they're not doing more. They're just doing it differently. So if you're ready for a rest strategy that makes space for your healing, your joy, and your softness, it's time to work with me. So check out my services and book your virtual coffee date where we talk about your pain points and how I can help you overcome them. Your rested life starts now.